ஆழ்வார் திருவடிகளே சரணம், எம்பெருமானார் திருவடிகளே சரணம், ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம், ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம், திருமழிசை ஆழ்வார் திருவடிகளே சரணம், பெரியவாச்சான் பிள்ளை திருவடிகளே சரணம், ஸ்ரீசைலேஷ தயாபாத்திரம் தீபக்தியாதி குணார்ணவம் யதீந்திர பிரவணம் வந்தே ரம்ய ஜாமாத்தரமணி ரம்ய ஜாமாத்திரி யோகீந்திர பாதரேகாமயம் சதா ததா யத்தாத்ம சத்தாதிம் ராமானுஜ முனிம் பஜே லக்ஷ்மீநாத சமாரம்பாம் நாத யாமுன மத்தியமாம் அஸ்மதாச்சாரிய பரியந்தாம் வந்தே குரு பரம்பராம் யோனித்யமச்சுதமதாம்புஜ வியாமோகத ஸ்திதிதராணி திருநாயமேனே अस्मद्गुरोर्भगवतोऽस्य दैहिकसिन्धोः रामानुजस्य चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये मातापिता युवतयस्तनया भूतिः सर्वं यदेव नियमेन मदन्वयानाम् आद्यस्य न कुलपतेरुकुलाभिरामं श्रीमत्तदङ्घ्रियुगणं प्रणमामि मूर्ध्ना भूतं शरश्च महताह्वय भट्टनाथ श्रीभक्तिसारकुलशेखर योगिवाहान् भक्ताङ्ग्रिरेण परकाल यतीन्द्रमिष्टान् श्रीमत्पराङ्कुशमुनिं प्रणतोऽस्मि नित्यं திருச்சந்த புழித்தழுவு தாரணியின் துயர்த்தீர திருச்சந்த விருத்தம் செய் திருமழிசை பரன்வருமூர் கருச்சந்தும் காரகிலும் கமழ்கோங்கு மணனாரும் திருச்சந்தத்துடன் மருவு திருமழிசை வளம்பதியே உலகும் மழிசையும் உள்ளுணர்ந்து தம்மில் புலவர் புகழ்கோலால் தூக்க உலகுதன்னை வைத்தெடுத்த பக்கத்தும் மானீர் மழிசையை வைத்தெடுத்த பக்கம் வலிது. Divyaprabandham series of lectures we have been enjoying thiruchchandha viruththam, which is a beautiful composition by Thirumalizhai Alvar with very deep philosophical aspects. We are enjoying the meanings of the pAsurams with the help of Periyavachan Pillai's beautiful commentary and Puttur Swamy's simple Tamil explanation. We have seen up to 65th pAsuram. We will continue on with the next set of pAsurams today. இன்று சாதல் நின்று சாதல் அன்றி யாரும் வையகத்து ஒன்றி நின்று வாழ்தலின்மை கண்டு நீஷர் என்கொலோ அன்று பாரளந்த பாத போதை ஒன்றி வானின் மேல் சென்று சென்று தேவரா இருக்கிலாத வண்ணமே. Alvar puts it very bluntly in this pasuram, very beautiful concept. We all see, observe with our own eyes that everything is temporary here. Nobody lives forever. Now, considering Bhagavan's divine feet to be the upayam and ascending to Paramapadam, instead of doing this, people are still in this material world suffering. How amazing is this? Why people are not even understanding this simple fact? Asks Alvar in this pasuram. Let us see the introduction section, 66th pasuram. While Bhagavad Vishayam is very simple, very easily approachable, that is, Bhagavan is very easily approachable. We have seen in the previous pasurams how Bhagavan presents himself in the heart of his devotees, like in the case of Thirumalizhai Alvar. So we have seen that, and Bhagavan is present as Archa Murtis, in Archa forms, so that we can go and easily approach him, surrender unto him. It's a very important concept shown in our Purvacharya's granthams, such as Sri Vachanabhushana Divya Shastram. Among the 5 different forms of Bhagavan, Para, Vyuha, Vibhava, Antaryami, Archai, Archa form is very easily approachable and perceivable for everyone. Even though Bhagavan is present in this manner, people are not understanding such easy opportunity and still going behind temporary life in this world. Nobody lives forever. So, understanding that fact, one should pursue Bhagavan and reach Paramapadam quickly. Why is everyone not doing this? That is the question in Alvar's mind. Alvar is wondering, when that opportunity is there to eternally live and enjoy, why people are missing that opportunity? That is the question here. So when Bhagavad Vishayam is very easily approachable and samsaram is having defects of alpatvam, astiratvam. Alpa means very insignificant enjoyment. Whatever enjoyment we get, that is not really enjoyment. Even that is tinged with suffering. And even that insignificant enjoyment, at least if it lasts forever, it is good. But that is also not there. It doesn't last forever. It is temporary only. So such aspect is visible to our own eyes. We don't even need Shastram to tell that. Do we need Shastram to come and tell that this samsaram is cruel, there is so much suffering in there. We are going through unlimited sorrows. Do we need Shastram to come and tell that? We all understand ourselves. We see it and we observe it with our own eyes. So, that being the case, the Bhagavat Samashayanam, that is surrendering unto Bhagavan, that will lead to Apunaravriti Lakshana Moksham. That is, it will give the moksham from where we don't have to return to this samsara. If we go to Parampadam, we don't have to return to samsara. That is the benefit we are getting. So, being able to observe all of these facts, that the samsara is horrible, Bhagavan is easily approachable, and approaching and accepting Bhagavan as the means lead to eternal bliss, that we don't have to come back to this samsara and suffer ever. So, seeing all of this, the samsaris, the worldly people, materialistic people, they should perform surrender to Bhagavan. But why are they not doing it? That is the question here by Alvar. And thinking about that, he becomes amazed. So that is the introduction section. Let us see the word by word meanings. Indru sadal, attaining death immediately, as soon as one is born. In the commentary, Periyavachan Pillai brings out very beautiful points. As soon as a child is conceived in the womb of the mother, that is the time of birth. That is why we say Garbhashtaka. When should we do Upanayana Sanskaram for Brahmana children? That is to be done at the 8th age. That 8th age is from the time of conception, not from the time of the child coming out of the womb, but at the time of the child being conceived in the mother's womb. So, that time itself, the child may die. In due course of pregnancy, the child may die. As soon as the child comes out, he may die. He may die at 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. At some point, he will die. Every Atma who is taking birth in this world, that Atma must go through death also. That is, accepting body means one has to give up body, whether it is Brahma, Rudra, Varuna, Indra, Surya, Chandra, ant, insects, fish, animals, birds, whatever it may be. If an Atma accepts a body, that body has to be relinquished at some point. So that is the condition. So one may die as soon as one is conceived. Nindru sadal, one may die at the end of 100 years. It is generally said that men or people in this world, humans, live for 100 years. So one may live 100 years and die. Or it could be like in the case of Devatas who live for a long time. Brahma lives for a very, very long period. The whole lifespan of the oval-shaped universe, he lives for the whole time. So, one may live for such a long time and still one will have to die. So, unlike these two ways, apart from these two ways, Yarum, whoever it may be, whether it is Brahma, whether it is Rudra, Varuna, Surya, Chandra, whoever it may be, Vayagat, in this world, ஒன்றினின்று, remaining forever, remaining eternally, வாழ்தல், living, inமை கண்டும், that is not there. Nobody lives forever. They may live for a long period, but nobody lives forever. So even after seeing this visibly, even after seeing this, Nicha means those who are ignorant, not wise, unwise people. Andru, when Mahabali overtook the entire three worlds, Swargalokam, Bhuvarlokam and Bhulokam, when he did that, when he encroached upon the land, landmass, par, all of the worlds, alanda, mercifully measured, pada podai, the divine feet which are like lotus flowers. So Bhagavan's lotus feet, when he measured the entire world, Unni, Undri is also there, Unni is also there. Undri means being united with that divine feet. Unni means thinking about that divine feet. Sendru, going in the Archiradi Gati. Archiradi Gati is the path which leads to moksham. Archis, ahas. In this manner, many lokas are passed, and but the Atma once reaches the Paramapadam finally. So that going in that Archiradi Margam, one in male, in Paramapadam. Paramapadam is known as supreme sky, Paramavyomam. That is why it is said as one in male, in Paramapadam. Devarai, being attain the same status as Nityasuris. Irikilada Vannam, instead of living this in this life, instead of going in this manner, the reason, Yenkolo, what is the reason for not making use of this opportunity and attaining this wonderful life? Asks Alvar. When this opportunity is there, why are people missing that? That is the question asked in this pasuram. That is 66th pasuram. Next, 67th pasuram. சண்டமண்டலத்தினோடு சென்று வீடு பெற்று மேல் கண்டு வீடினாத காதல் இன்ப நாளும் எய்துவீர் புண்டரீக பாத புண்ணிய கீர்த்தி நும் செவிமடுத்து உண்டு நும் உருவினை துயருள் நீங்கி உய்மினோ. In this pasuram, from this pasuram actually, for 7 pasurams, Alvar is engaging in Paropadesham. He is instructing, advising all the people who are interested to reach Bhagavan, inclined towards eternal Kaikariam. So for such people, Alvar is giving advice in these 7 pasurams, starting from 67th pasuram. Let us see the introduction here. 67th pasuram. The samsaris, materialistic people, though they don't understand what is good for them, what is ideal for them, Alvar thought, though they don't know what is good for that, but when they attain the taste towards Bhagavan, they should not lose out. So having that in his mind, in his divine heart, Alvar, seeing their low life, seeing their suffering, engages in Paropadesham. So Alvar looks at the suffering of the people. Alvar thinks that if they get the ruchi towards Bhagavan, they should not miss out on the opportunity to reach Bhagavan. For that, we should advise them. This is the mood of all the Alvars. On one side, they are enjoying Bhagavan in their heart. On the other side, they look at the samsaram and look at everyone who is suffering here, and they feel the compassion. Everyone, irrespective of one's varna, ashrama, species, whether humans, animals, doesn't matter. Every Atma should get the benefit of reaching Bhagavan. That is the compassionate nature of Alvars. So they are engaging in Paropadesham. So that is what Alvar is doing in these 7 pasurams. So he is giving this advice in the 7 pasurams, starting from this pasuram. In these 7 pasurams, in the first pasuram, Alvar is telling to those who are desiring to go in the Archiradi Gati and attaining the eternal benefit. For such people, Alvar is telling, Prapyam, that is goal. Prapakam, that is the means. Both are Bhagavan only. So, surrendering unto such Bhagavan, eliminate your hurdles, which is samsara. You eliminate your hurdles and attain liberation. Says Alvar in this pasuram. Chanda Mandalatin. This Surya Mandalam, which is very difficult to reach. That is the Archiradi Gati, Archis Sahas, in this process, in this path, Surya Mandalam also is seen. One has to break through the Surya Mandalam, the center of Surya Mandalam, and go out of that Surya Mandalam and go through the higher planets. That is explained in Shastram. So, this Surya Mandalam is very difficult to cross. We have to imagine it is so hot. Even if we go somewhere near the Surya Mandalam, the orbit of Sun, we will completely burn down. That is why people are not. There are many scientists trying to send many satellites to different planets, but they are unable to go close to Sun because the Sun is so hot. Anything goes nearby, that will get burnt down. So, such Surya Mandalam, ஊடு சென்று piercing it through, வீடு பெற்று, after that, then there are higher lokas. If we cross those, one will reach Paramavadam, the supreme abode, Sri Vaikuntham. Reaching there, male. Coming after that, what will you do after reaching Paramavadam? Some people think we will reach Paramavadam and we will just sit on a beautiful throne and everybody will start serving us. No, that is not the case. We are eternal servitors. We have to serve Bhagavan. Once we go to Paramavadam, we have to serve Bhagavan and Sri Mahalakshmi and Sriman Narayana. In their togetherness, everyone is serving. So we will also join the group and serve there. The eternal Kaikaryam to Bhagavan is the goal. So that is highlighted here. So coming after reaching Paramapadam, Vidilada, without any break, Kadalimbam, the Kaikarya Sukham, the bliss attained by doing Kaikaryam, service to Bhagavan, which is attained by Bhakti. Only when we have Bhakti, our Kaikaryam will be blissful for us. We see many people nowadays in temples doing Kaikaryam, but they don't have the real taste. Many people do it as just duty. So they don't get bliss. When they do Kaikaryam, they just do it as duty. So sometimes they are upset, sometimes they are happy, sometimes they are angry, sometimes they are joyful. But real Bhaktas, those who have the taste for Kaikaryam, whatever they do, whether it is temple Kaikaryam, whether it is literary Kaikaryam, whether it is Tirumaligai, Matam Kaikaryam, whatever they do, they will be blissful. We can see the tejas in Kaikarya Paras. When they are true Kaikarya Paras, they will always be happy, they will always be smiling, they will always be enjoying that Kaikaryam. So such Kaikaryam bliss will happen only when it is done with real love, real bhakti. In our Sampradayam, this bhakti is known as the ruchi for Kaikaryam. So that bhakti leading to Kaikarya bliss, that bliss, kandu, seeing that, visualizing that, naalum eidivir, always desiring to get that Kaikaryam bliss. Oh, such people. So Alvar is calling out such people and he is telling, Pundarika Pada, the divine feet, which are very similar to lotus flowers. Bhagavan's lotus feet, lotus eyes, lotus hands, these are all compared to lotus. Why? Because we know that lotus is very soft, very beautiful, very shining, very fragrant. We know that. So, to make us understand Bhagavan's lotus feet's greatness, Alvars compare the lotus feet with lotus, divine feet with lotus. But in reality, lotus will wither in one day, but Bhagavan's lotus feet never withers. So, it is a somewhat superficial comparison only, but still, to make us understand Bhagavan's lotus feet's greatness, Alvars and Acharyas compare the lotus with Bhagavan's divine feet. So, such divine feet, Punya Kirti, Upayatva glory, that is, the lotus feet being the Upayam, the means for devotees to attain him, that greatness. So, we have to accept the greatness of lotus feet being the Upayam, being the means to attain Bhagavan. So, that Upayatvam, Punya Kirti here is the word. Punya means that which gives us some bliss, some happiness. So, Bhagavan's lotus feet gives us the ultimate bliss. So, that is having the Upayatva Kirti, the glory of being the upayam for devotees to attain Bhagavan. In that greatness, Num, your sevi, ears, maduthu, engaging your ears in the glories of Bhagavan's lotus feet being the upayam. Undu, enjoying that great aspects of Bhagavan's lotus feet. Num, you have yourself caused Uru, the sins, Vinay Tuyarul, the sorrows caused by the sins which are caused by yourself. Nobody gives us sorrow because we have committed many, many sins. Because of that, those sins, we are going through suffering now. Whatever suffering we go through, it is because of past sins. So, intelligent people, what they will do is they will minimize sins going forward so that they don't have to suffer more. So, all the sufferings are caused by us only. Nobody else gave us sufferings. It is because of our own sins. So these sins which were caused by us, Uru Vinay Tuyarul, from those sins, from those sufferings, Ningi, leaving them away, going away from them, we know, become uplifted, become liberated. So accepting Bhagavan's lotus feet as the upayam, accepting the greatness of those lotus feet, seeing the path, Archiradi Gati, and the end of that Archiradi Gati, which is Paramapadam, and the Kainkaryam we do there, thinking about all of these, accepting Bhagavan's lotus feet as the Upayam, become uplifted, says Alvar in the 67th Pasuram. Chandamandalatin Odu Chandru, Veedu Petru Mel, கண்டு வீடிலாத காதல் இன்ப நாளும் எய்துவீர் புண்டரீக பாத புண்ணிய கீர்த்தி நும் செவிமடுத்து உண்டுனும் உருவினை துயருள் நீங்கி உய்மினோ. That is 67th Pasuram. We will see the next set of Pasurams in the next session. ஆழ்வார் திருடிகளே சரணம், எம்பெருமானார் திருடிகளே சரணம், ஜீயர் திருடிகளே சரணம், ஜீயர் திருடிகளே சரணம், திருமழிசை ஆழ்வார் திருடிகளே சரணம், பெரியவாச்சான் பிள்ளை திருடிகளே சரணம், புத்தூர் சுவாமி திருடிகளே சரணம்.